I've got a snazzy looking hat and I'm ready to cook some dinner. So let's do it. I'm going to get right out the gate. We're going to get busy with our busyness.
Are you live streaming?
I sure am, Rachel.
Oh, look, you ate so fun.
And it's called Dinner and the TwFP Livestream.
Oh, you reminded me. No, I'm going to go back.
Oh, you left it over there?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Wonderful news, everybody. We're here, we're queer, and we're about to cook dinner. Let's start out with this pot. This is an excellent pot. I use it for various pot-related activities, including the cooking of rice. And the making of mac and cheese. But tonight we're cooking rice. And tonight for dinner, we're having chicken and rice. Two great tastes that go great together. Hi, Daniel, Berry Sports Highlights. Yes, it is. Dinner is live. The making of it and the eating of it will both be live. Probably going to be a pretty short stream because I don't anticipate carrying on a lot longer than that, but I do want to do my cooking here on stream. I like that. And I'm not going to go crazy tonight. I'm just making 1 cup of rice. Just a single, lone, solitary cup of rice tonight. 1 cup of rice. That's going to require 2 full cups of water. Hello, show media. 2 full cups of water to go to toilet. I've got 2 cans of Spam. I don't need to get any more Spam. I could have made Spam and rice tonight, but I decided on chicken and rice because I think Rachel likes that better. Otherwise, she'll just eat rice. Like when I make sausage and rice or beef and rice or Spam and rice, she'll just eat rice. Oh, dropped a few drips. That's fine. I could drop a few drips. I could get a few more drips from here. And just there. That's about how much I dropped.
Sorry, I'm boring and I just eat rice.
Oh, that's fine, darling. And, you know, it may be the case that even though I'm making chicken and rice, right, that Rachel decides to eat just rice. And that's totally fine. I'm not critiquing her just rice behavior.
No, I think I'll have some chicken too.
Right. You're much more likely to take some of the meat if it's chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, I've jostled the rice to make it so that all of the grains of rice.
So Winston's mom says, I checked out the realtor.com listing for the guest house. It looks fantastic in those pictures. Your realtor did a very nice job listing that house.
Oh, great to hear. That's great to hear. I will let Zoe know that you gave her your approval next time I talk to her. That's nice of you to say. I'm glad to hear that it turned out well. I haven't actually looked at it yet, but you remind me now that I need to go over there, or I need to talk to Zoe today. And if she put a lockbox there, I have to find out the code to put the key inside of it, you know? She said she was going to go put a lockbox on it today. I didn't notice any missed calls or anything. How about you, Rachel?
No.
Yeah, so maybe she hasn't gone yet. possibly you could text her and say, we haven't gone over to the other house, but if there's a lockbox, can you tell us the combo? Or if you haven't come yet, we could go meet you there.
Hi, Zoe. We were wondering if you put the lockbox.
Yeah. Did you put the lockbox on yet? And if not, we could meet you over there and give you the key. But whatever. She just, if she says yes to the lockbox, and you can do this one question at a time. Did you already put the lockbox? And then she says yes. Then you say, okay, can you tell me what the code is? And if she says no, you say, okay, well, we can meet you over there. Which is when you come.
Okay.
You're probably wondering why we just don't drive over to check it one day. Because it's a little bit more of a hassle than texting me, that's why. Alright, before I wash this pan, I'm having some bad TE here. Bad TE. Before I wash this pan, let's start the heating and the cooking of the rice here. So, put that on high. We're going to put this timer for, oops, 8 minutes. That's how long it takes to reach a hard boil, or as hard a boil as you're going to get rid of this rice. Then, after that, we'll put the lid on it. Let's stick a pen in this. You look like that painter who done away with his ear. Van Gogh? Lord, I can't read that. Lord Alcatraz 200. Yes, I can read it. Congratulations, eyes, you did it. That calls for a celebration. Okay. I've got that going. Now, let's wash a pan. For those who've never washed a pan before, I will show you how it's done. First, you squirt the soap in there, like so. You make a circular motion. This is called scrubbing. Now you have to do a double scrub on this one because it's obviously pretty messy. Or, dirty or whatever. So we're going to rinse off the initial scrub. I've already taken and scraped away the majority of the grease with a paper towel and thrown it in the trash can because it's not generally a good idea to get too much grease in your drains, Even though we've never had a single drainage/plumbing problem since we've been here. We did have one problem. It wasn't really a plumbing problem. It was a bathtub problem. You might say, well, that's a plumbing problem. Well, yeah, okay. It was a plumbing problem. But it was easily enough fixed by me without having to do any plumber's work. By me and Cameron, I don't mean to be understating Cameron's role in this thing. The fixing of the bathtub. That was causing me a bit of, panic for a little stretch there, but it turned out to be really not a big thing at all. It was just a matter of putting a little caulk in some holes, fill them up. That's C-A-U-L-K, all right, everybody? Get over it. I do a lot of caulking. Put a lot of caulk in a lot of holes, and it's just how we're going to have to deal with things. Okay. So yeah, when your plumbing problem can be resolved with a little bit of caulking, you know it's not that big of a problem.
Not yet. I'm showing homes, heading to my 6 p.m. appointment.
Say, cool. Well, if you do make it out here tonight, we'll meet you over there.
Do make it out here tonight.
We'll meet you there and give you the key.
We'll meet you there and give you the key. Okay.
If you can't make it out till tomorrow, no big deal. Or just put it, if you can't make it out, no big deal. If you can't make it here tonight, no big deal. That's a good way to put it. F.E. You know, we're F.E.ing stuff right now. But I want to reassure Zoe that she doesn't need to F.E. us very much. We're already F.E.'d enough by her. Like, she's already won us as clients. We don't care about it. We're not fussy, you know. We're not fussy clients. It's basically the sum of what I'm saying here. Okay, so I'm going to have to put this on probably for a little bit less than 8 minutes because it's coming to a boil a little faster than I expected. Maybe because the 8-minute timing is for a cup and a half of rice, and perhaps the right amount of time for 1 cup of rice is just 7 minutes. Well, I'm just going to wait till it comes to a full boil. And you can see here, it's almost at a full boil. But we are up at a little bit of elevation here, 4,100 feet. So things do cook a little slower at elevation. At this elevation, a teeny bit slower. You know, if you were at like 20,000 feet, it takes forever to boil or something. But yeah, 4,000 feet is less than 20,000 feet. Hi there. Lily plays Roblox. Hello. I hope you enjoy your Roblox playing. Okay. So it currently has like 6 minutes, but it seems like it's a pretty good rolling boil. This side over here seems to be getting a little less cooked. Alright, good enough. Now, we're going to turn down the fire. Okay, Rachel, would you rather have chicken or rice? Rachel? I'm going to throw a curveball here and see if Rachel wants the curveball or not. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Probably got headphones on. Where do you think she is? Down here or up there? Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Do you want chicken or bacon?
Chicken.
Okay. We're doing chicken. As planned. All right, so let's start this up then with a little bit of wine. Quite a bit of wine. And let's add to that a little bit of butter. All right, so now I'll put this for 20 minutes. There. It looks like it could be a little bit higher. But that's pretty good. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. So we just need a little bit of butter. But more than that. Get off of there, wrapper. Is there a wrapper here too? Don't be a sticky wrapper. Nobody likes a sticky wrapper. Okay, that's enough butter. We're gonna put this butter back in the fridge. Let's get you a better and more exciting angle of viewing. Right there. We'll bring it in close, get you a nice, intimate, up close view of The Art of Cooking by Eric. Okay, so let me just turn this on a little bit. Wrong one. Of course, that's more than a little bit. Let's just turn it on that bit. Okay, we're just turning it on a bit right now to melt that butter, warm up that wine, and then the next thing I want to put in there are some onions. So I've taken an onion out of the refrigerator. Okay. Next, I need a cutting board. I was enjoying Rachel's ways earlier. She eats like a 10-year-old. I said, you live on a diet of chips and lipstick. Anyway. Oh, right. Cutting an onion. That's what we're doing. Let's not get distracted. I do think it's funny and adorable. You kind of eat like a 10-year-old, you know. It's bad. It's just your inside.
Thanks, babe.
I'm gonna bring the trash can over here. That's a little bit more convenient. Well, thank you very much. Lily plays Roblox. Thank you very much. Let me try to heart that. There, it's hearted. Right, knife. I don't need to. Oh, your trash can. So, let's put this trash can here. So I can just put the onion parts that I have to throw away straight in the trash can. I'm cutting this onion. Let me show you the onion cutting process. First, I cut the ends off the onion so it's relatively flat on both ends. Now I'm going to make an incision, like a surgeon, right along here. Then I'm going to peel back this first layer. There we go. And a little bit more of that paper stuff. I'm gonna take off another layer anyway. So there. It should come off easier than mine did this time. Usually it will. All right, now this is the good part of the onion. We're just gonna chop that in half. It's a little late, but might as well wash my hands now. I guess I wash them sort of. No, I probably do. When washing your pan, probably do that. Okay, good enough. They're still going to be cooked, so that's fine. They don't need to be the world's most washed hands, but they are now. We're just going to chop. The key thing about chopping up onions, remember this. You've got to chop, and you've also got to cut. Cut, chop, chop, cut, in that order, preferably. Now, we don't need these onions super tiny because they are going to be cooked well and with the chicken here. But we'll try to make it pretty diced anyway. Diced is the ideal form of onion. But it might take a little bit too much work to get truly diced onions for me. Thanks, darling. Just gonna scoop all these bad boys into this. As per now. This cutting board, you see, conveniently has a hole in it. Oh, you missed all the action. Aww.
You can see a little bit.
Well, if I were like that spaceship trip by Katy Perry, I'd reenact it for you. Alright. I'm putting the cutting board away. I'm not going to need it anymore. Now, what I am going to need is some of this. What is this, you say? This is garlic powder. I'm going to put a little bit in right now. And I'm going to put in just a spraggle. Just a spraggle of oregano.
Ooh, oregano.
Yeah, that's why it's just a spraggle. Because you don't want to go crazy with the oregano.
No.
You can get a little overpowering sometimes. Unless you're making like pasta sauce, don't go crazy with the oregano.
Even then, I feel like.
What?
Even then, I feel like.
Yeah, well then too, but because it's all I'm saying is it doesn't take a lot of oregano, smell and flavor in your food. It just takes a little bit. Okay, we're gonna put in those 4 frozen chickens. And they're small pieces of chicken tenders, so that's plenty of chicken for the 2 of us. Right, next thing we're going to do is wash this lid. Why? Well, because you can see it's gross. I cooked hamburgers in it last, so it gets all this grease out of it. I'm going to first wipe it with this to get some grease off. Then we'll hit it with the old soap and scrubber routine you may have seen before when I washed the pan itself. Got our scrubber here. We're going to circularly move in a circular fashion. We're going to clean this lid. As with the pan itself, obviously, we're going to need an additional scrubbing. Because these pans and lids and stuff, greases stuff. Let's just put it that way. That's what soap does, is it loosens the molecular bond between grease and a surface. Or fats and stuff, in the surface. Isn't that interesting? At the molecular level. Okay, good. Is this thing supposed to spin around? I don't like that feature. Or failure of a feature. Or whatever you want to call it. That's bullshit. How are you even supposed to dry it? Alright, fine. Good enough. Now, the chicken is cooking inside its pan. If you can't see it, believe me, man. The Athletics won today.
You did?
By 1 run, yeah, 3-2.
Wow, that's great.
Pretty great, yeah. I was pretty pleased with them. Guess what Katse did?
What?
He put in somebody else's closer today. Instead of, I love the way Katse is managing this team. He doesn't fuck around, right? I mean, he does fuck around. That's what I like. He's testing things. He's trying shit out, He's trying all kinds of different lineups. Today, he didn't have our all-star closer, Mason Miller, close because yesterday he blew a save. And the time before that, he almost blew a save. So, good job, Katse.
Yeah.
He's making it clear that if you're not performing like a closer, then you're not going to be treated like a closer. I don't know about that, Xavier, and it sounds like something I don't ever want to know about. FETI and FITE, please explain. Well, FITE is knowing what you want, just determining what you want, and then figuring out how to get it. TIFE is about determining what's correct and then figuring out how to correct somebody so that they listen to you. There you go. I just did it. I did a spectacular job of it too. Good for me. Hey, it's 298 here. I don't know if that person's still here, but I did a great job of FITETAEFI right now. Determining what you want, figuring out how to get it, determining what's correct, figuring out how to have other people agree with you. So in that regard, TI tool means inherently I'm better at figuring out what's correct than I am in getting people to agree with me. FETI means I'm better at getting people to agree with me than I am at being correct. FITE means I'm better at knowing what I want than figuring out how to get it. And TEFI says I'm better at figuring out how to get it or solve a problem than I am at determining what I want or what's important to me. Well, I didn't know Capilla went all the way down there. Capilla's all the way down to the flower tree, which is quite lovely right now. Let me just turn this camera around so you see. Oh, she went down the hill from below the flower tree. I didn't know Capilla made that much of a journey. Let's see if I can level you out there. So let's show you where she went. She went way down there by the flower tree, which is down by the shed at this like flat spot that's down there for that purpose, I guess. For the purpose of being flat. Isn't that lovely? What an idyllic scene. What a Sylvan Wundermeer. Okay. Well, like if you look at this thing here, you can see my irrigation system is working pretty well. Pretty well. You put the water at the top. There, it comes down here. There's supposed to be an inlet right there. See? Let me check. Right here. This is supposed to be an inlet all the way over to here. That should be good enough for me. But so these first three get flooded pretty good, pretty easily. I'll give this one a little bit more flooding. But these later ones, we have a harder time. So let me put that one there. See how that works as a flooding approach. It goes all the way down to the bottom there. You can see the water is heading down there. But there's no plant down there anymore at the bottom. It died. That's one that we lost. This is it right here. Is it truly dead? I mean, I think so. I'm inclined to just pull it out. And then I just dam up this. Oh yeah, I just said the D word. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about using the D word? You just used it too. So that's true. Like this one, it needs to have a channel. Oh, there's a roadblock here. There's a block in the road. These ones need to have some sort of channel because, yeah, like this. Come on. There you go. I just need to build a wall here. You know, like, yeah. Okay. Now we gotta fix this one up here. The last one he needs to have a channel not properly dug out yet. So put this dirt here on this side. So kind of flatten that. Move it up around here. There. That's good. Now this one, agreeably, is going down there from here. That's good. Go ahead, go down there from here. And you put a little hole in the dam. There we go. That's a nice hole in the dam. Don't say the H word, Eric. You mean hole? Yes, that H word. Okay. Nice irrigation system. But don't think that means you've mastered all of the things in the world, Eric.
I won't, Sensei. Wakata. Wakarimashita.
All right, now that I'm done with my irrigation, let's go back inside and check on dinner. What a busy evening we're having tonight. That's ridiculous. Oh, just in time.
Oh,
My timing on this was impeccable.
it really was.
Thank you, darling, for turning it off, though.
I didn't.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did. Okay, I'll turn it.
Sorry.
No, we're good. Now let me wash my hands again because I was playing in the dirt. Okay. Chicken's pretty much perfectly done as well. Just need to season it a little bit. It's just perfect. It's break apart perfect. Oh, you can't see. How wrong of me. Let me fix that. And you can see what break apart perfect chicken looks like. You just gotta, you don't need any kind of knife or scissors, just a spatula's edge. That's what I call you break apart chicken.
How are you gonna season it, Eric?
Well, an excellent question, whoever asked that. You'll find out in a moment when I find out. I can't focus on that while I'm chopping this up. Okay. So, it does need some salt or some soy sauce. Let's let that soy sauce into the table. I'm just gonna put some salt and pepper here. It already has garlic, salt, and garlic pepper, and onions in it. So, put a little salt. I'm gonna give it a little pepper. There. I'm gonna stir it up. Little darling. Stir it up. Okay. I think it's fair to say that's as seasoned as it needs to be here. We can always add soy sauce at the table. So let's get out a couple of bowls. That sounds good. A couple of bowls. This bowl and this bowl are two bowls we need. Here we go. The bowls you see. Alright, next. This is a rice scooper. You might think it's just a regular scooper, but no. It's specific to rice. Very well adapted to scooping rice. Here's a smart TE move. Let's move the bowls over here where there's less distance for food to drop. I wish there was a person named Jay around here who was an ESTJ and we could ask him or get like ESTJ points, you know. You give them out for good TE and take them away for bad TE. So I think the rice is done just about perfectly. Got a teeny bit of crunchy stuff on the bottom, but if you don't have any of that, it's usually underdone. It's got more than it's got one thin layer's worth, so that's usually a good sign that you're about on the money with your rice. Now I'm going to soak this, and I'll clean it up after dinner. Flip that. Oh no, not yet. Not this part yet. That's fine. This part didn't need to get soaked in. Fortunately, I didn't put any soap right in there, so it's fine. Just a little bit of water. There. That seems about half enough. Put that pan in there too, and I'll clean that up after dinner. We're just getting the soy sauce and teriyaki sauce. Thank you for that, Rachel.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna get a couple of forks for us.
Should I put the middle down?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great. I'm gonna put these in the middle. Okay, now I probably should use different bowl, but that's fine. We can put the bowls in our drink holders, or there. These bowls are not really meant for this kind of table, but it's fine. Move this back here a bit. So now let's eat dinner together. We'll pop out the chat and let's watch the basketball game. What's your verdict?
Delicious.
Oh, good. Okay. Chat popping out. Let me turn off this light so we're not backlit. There we go. That's reasonable lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's put on the basketball game between the Golden State Warriors and the Utah Jazz. No, it's not the Utah Jazz. It's the Houston Rockets. Let's watch the home broadcast. Because we are in the TV area of Golden State. So I'm going to put a little bit of volume, but not that much.
18 of 27 coming in.
The Golden State's up by 3 with 9 minutes left in the first half.
Shooting that lead in 3 off the ball screen. Buddy Hield, another 3. Buddy Hield has 13 on 5 of 6 shooting. Buddy Buckets has come to play. Rockets did not.
Well, Winston's mom, I didn't know that you were hungry. You told me before I started cooking. I assumed you'd eaten at work earlier.
It's a scrum right at the 3-point line and a foul. Those two looked like you might have gotten fouled first, but those are the ones you need to come up with. Step with a precision.
The soy sauce is such a good flavor.
This is Buddy Hield, just ready to activate, ready to score, ready to shoot, down and ready, sliding to his right. Here's the scrum. Jimmy Butler gets knocked over. He's not able to come out. Usually the guy, the first guy on the floor, wins the battle. Instead has to do extra. Warriors have committed 5 fouls.
So this is
Rockets only 1 foul. But I'm telling you right now, Ime Udoka's like, if Steph Curry scoreless, well, they 40 and a half, and we're still losing by 6.
Yeah, that's big. And the Warriors definitely happy that they're up without Steph scoring.
I mean, Steph's last game 7, he scored 50. In his 5 game 7s in his career, he averages 32.
But as you're watching Steph play and you're his teammate, you have to be ready to be aggressive. And the Warriors know they're trying to take Steph away. So be ready to shoot like Buddy Hield.
Looney back in at the back end of that zone. A skip pass to Tari Eason, corner 3. Halfway down and out. So the threes at the
There we
Rockets
go.
been railing. They're 1 of 5 tonight. They're 21st in the league 3-point shooting all year.
almost done with window
Yeah.
getting.
Thompson passes out Curry
There.
to Van Vliet.
Yeah, you go good. I'm glad you asked for extra 14 degrees.
Rolling down the lane. That's got to be ready to score.
No one's in front of you from the start. And he even took his time and still had time.
8-point lead for Golden State. I don't follow NBA basketball hardly at all. This is a game 7, and I think it's like a 1 seed versus an 8 seed or something. Golden State being the lower seeded team.
So an 8-point lead in the ball. Looney down the lane, and then Looney is fouled.
They're playing off these Steph double teams perfectly. Executing. Steph has not turned the ball over, getting off of it quick. Watch the previous one. He gets it, he's looking to pass. Oh, wait a minute, no one's in front of me right now. Steven Adams is going to be late getting back. I have an angle to the basket.
I just tasted for the first time the oregano. You can taste it in here a little bit. Just a hint of it.
bit.
I just put a scraggle first.
Is it the Spraggles worth it?
Bond dropping in the free throw. With Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming. You can stream every deep 3 with 99.99% network reliability, so you never miss a moment.
And that's the thing about that zone. The Rockets know one thing in that zone. You got to stay with Steph. And sometimes double team Steph. So if they double team, all bets are off. Like it's just like a man at that point. They're in scramble mode. Is Looney misses that free throw, but it's
Warrior ball. But
Mine says you will eat dinner with Rachel. Spookily accurate.
the Warriors have been one of the best
Wow.
offensive rebounding teams in the league. And it's all hands on
That's
deck.
so accurate.
The offensive glass.
Steph is sitting right
And oh my God, yours says no chopsticks for you tonight.
Steph is more of a traditional zone.
Butler was going to rise for the mid-range.
We don't have chopsticks here. We just eat with fork.
Something out of nothing.
Or spoon, you know, depending.
Rebound. Hesitated just a little bit. Wasn't all the way ready to attack.
Oh, Mr. Katie wants some chicken, huh?
Love the Warrior defense so far.
Oh, I'll take that as a yes. Alright, let me find these.
What separation is you can get up 9
Like the last big piece of chicken. You can have it.
In the lane, somehow picked up the ball, and then Butler fighting for it. And Looney touched it last.
This is your biggest lead for the Warriors.
Hey, Keisha.
Hi, Keisha.
Driving.
We're just having a little dinar.
That's the thing. You want to force him to
Dinar.
Mm-hmm. Hi, the deal for real, the deal for real.
Mandatory timeout. It's not pretty offensively, but it looks okay on the scoreboard.
I hope everyone's having a wonderful day.
If it's actions that speak louder than words, we'll let the versatile, adventure-ready BMW X3 show you what we need.
What is for dinner is chicken and rice. It's a nice filling meal.
Yeah.
Hurry in now. The BMW
Do you find it over so it's just on me?
Oh no. Maybe I hit it by accident?
Maybe a little bit too. We used to have both of us in French. It's beautiful.
We had our own private unit. At race week, the lounge is quite
Oh.
Ah, it's almost a serious party foul there.
Experience the world as an insider, from exclusive lounges to immersive dining experiences, all for Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Ah, yes. Wendy's new Cajun Crunch Chicken Sandwich. The perfect cook of Cajun flavors, crispy onions, tangy pickles. I think I can finally tell my mom.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely be rooting for.
Really love, gotta be Wendy's.
I'd definitely be rooting for the Golden State Warriors over the Houston Rockets. Not that I have anything against the Houston Rockets. I feel neutral towards them, I'd say. I'm not sure if I'm tooting tonight. I may just be rooting.
I'm rooting for you.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love you too. I don't have any more chicken trouble. All I have is rice.
You don't want rice.
Mmm. Hmm. I think I'm pretty much always fresh and
Yeah.
mostly fruity.
Yeah.
How did it get moved again?
Oh, I
Is
don't
it
know.
me? Is it
That's
me
so
tapping my
weird.
knee? It couldn't be me tapping my knee that made
It
it slowly
isn't.
move.
I don't think so.
Wow. There must be some ghost or something.
Maybe.
Spirit, if you are here in the room, can you move respectfully? Can you move this camera again?
Respectfully.
Wouldn't that be weird if I start turning?
That would be so freaky.
I'd be like, oh my god, what is that? But, hey there, Newman. Not much, just eating dinner. Watching the basketball game. Mostly just because it's a game 7. Mm, not really.
You have to know where he is. Again, he moves well without the
We
ball.
don't strike a ball particularly.
His teammates really well. He's done a great job. It's funny. He is an Oakland kid. And last game after the win, he was like, "Man, this Warrior crowd has been annoying me."
Come on, Spirit.
We got this.
Move that camera.
Get him back now.
Nanny, nanny, nanny.
Florida for high school. They were at a couple Curry camps.
Is that disrespectful enough for Irrigation?
Brought to you by Toyota. And on those Toyota shot distance, you probably see the Warriors make 7 of 15 on threes. The Rockets are 1 of 5. You're trying to keep this crowd out of it, keep them from annoying you.
It's just rice,
Get
trouble.
the W here.
Here,
Walk out all the noise. As people
you can
say,
see my bowl
the Rockets want to
and
get
understand that there's nothing in it for you.
these young Rockets are talented. Ben Thompson has 8.
I like touching you.
Nice skip pass.
Ghost Megan is right. Let me
Those are the threes. You need to hit if you want to go to Minnesota. Or you can show it.
Oh!
let me try.
Closing out to you like
Hey, Ghost. I think you got a little dust on you. let me wipe that dust off. Everything in this world is terribly dusty. Oh, you forgot to tell the ghost what to do. Weren't you gonna tell the ghost move? Right, that's right.
Oh yeah, neg it though.
I would be interested in you, but you obviously can't move this camera, so you probably I'm not even gonna bother with your ghost dust. And then he moonwalked out of there. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know you could moonwalk Porter. And
Porter.
a lot of things you don't know about me.
Oh, he's gotta have the screen.
It's a momentum stopper. How are you winning by 6 with Steph Curry not having scored? Everybody else is playing well. You're excellent. You don't have
Yeah, the ghost is kind of,
turnovers to their 4. Shot clock at 7.
I don't know, being wimpy or something.
Wheeling down the lane. Draymond is there. Tip on the rebound. Tip again. And knocked away from Sengun. The Warriors battle.
The thing is, I just don't really, I never really felt anything ghost-like about this house, even though it makes a lot of noises. It's got such a, it feels so much like home, and so, such a pleasant, comfortable place to be. Like the idea that it might be infected with spirits just seems, they'd have to be very positive spirits, you know?
I think about it sometimes. I wonder if there's. Well, I used to. When we first moved in here, we heard all the noises before we got used to it.
There are a lot of different noises in
Yeah.
house fans, you know? Noises ranging from the heater cycling on to the heater cycling off
Mm-hmm.
to the air duct like uncontracting or something, recontracting after the heater goes off or something. Ice maker in the fridge. Then, you know, like little small house noises. Not the kind of noise that bothers you. So Golden State's up by almost 10 points. By 8 points. I would be more interested in seeing a good game than I am just Golden State blowing out Houston.
Oh yes, if your mommy is following you.
So let's try to watch instead the Dodgers Braves game. Still ongoing. Let me mute this a little bit and make it quieter. It's 4-3 in favor of Atlanta in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Atlanta's got 2 out, 1 on base. They've got Matt Olson at the plate, and then the pitcher's name is Banda, I think. Yeah, Banda. P. Banda. Oh, we got him! Wow! Did he get him? What a great, like, bang bang play to see. Well, that might be manager challenge. Are they out of challenges? Oh, that's what you call covering first base. There you go, Banda. Yeah, did he get him? Did he get the right foot on? Does Atlanta have a challenge?
Grandpa earned it for my family.
I don't know.
USA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come.
Oh, I can't go forward because it's live. I hate it. I like watching sports live, but then I forget that it's live. And hi TYYP, how's it going? How's it being amenable? How would you feel being interviewed on TWP? Right now, of course, it's a hypothetical question. How would who feel about that? Oh, Acacia? I could interview her. Or, I mean, do you want to interview her and just publish it on TwFP, or what? I'm amenable to anything. I'm an amenable guy. My Big 5 agreeability score is pushing 100 now, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's something everyone always talks about when it comes to you, how agreeable you
Yeah.
are.
I'm 100 now. I used to be like 0, but now
Oh, really?
I've gone way up from there.
You used to be 0, huh?
Well, you know what I'm gonna do now? Bring the stream into clean. Okay, you know, I'm gonna remember this lesson I learned from my old job back when I was working in the deli in Arcadia. Time enough to stream, time enough to clean. So let's go in there, and we're going to. I'm kind of interested in watching the end of this Dodger game, but we're gonna clean a little bit at a time. Currently, Freddie Freeman's up, nobody out, top of the 8th. Dodgers down by a run. Am I drinking beer or Mary Jane? I don't drink alcohol. So I am drinking. I am on my third iced tea. Which, you know, is fairly head. Like, you gotta be a pretty old head to want to drink 3 of these things. Bandy. I mean, I don't keep track of those kind of things. I think you're probably right, because I think that they probably abuse it, you know. Like, they make it a threat to force people into plea deals and stuff. That's why I think they should probably get rid of it. Because it's just ammunition for prosecutors to use as they see fit, at their discretion, no matter how much they agree with or doesn't agree with the facts. Then fuck that noise. We should empower prosecutors like that. All right, threw that box away. Now we're gonna do a few dishes, but first, Ventiera, it's great. Life in the USA is wonderful. First, we're going to.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
It's done, guys.
Are you ready? Here we go. I gotta take out my jacket for this. It's time to do dishes, and that's a fact, and that's what I'm going to wrap and wrap. It's time to do dishes, and that's a fact, so that's why I'm going to wrap and wrap. Let's do the cleanup wrap, everybody. We'll do the dishes, and you'll think it's funny. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna start with a little bit of soap. Put the soap into the pan, just like that. Now you're doing it, man. Get the thing from inside the sink. What's this thing called? A scrubber, I think. Then you circle around, just like so. And whoa, 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 there you go, go, go. Pretty good wrap there for the cleaning wrap. That's about as long as the cleaning ramp should be. I think it would be nice if somebody who knows how to do this were to excerpt that as a clip or whatever. I think that would be pretty good. This is called 60s something. I'm not going to be able to even hear the beat when I have the water on. That's what I got to do next. I can't hear the beat with the water on. That one's clean. Okay. Now let's clean this lid again. You may remember I was cleaning this lid before. Let me get you from a better angle. So you can really get your nose into the action, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this lid. I'm going to clean this lid, which cleans a lot more easily because it doesn't spin around. Maybe I just need to tighten it. And then I'm going to clean this pot. And then the rest of the dishes, I am not. Because they go in the dishwasher. I can put this in the dishwasher too. Yeah, I'll put this in the dishwasher. This one has enough grease on it that I feel like I should just wash it here. Okay, this lid slash cover slash top we'll put it over there on its cleaned pot and put them away together. As if they were a married couple. This one I should probably just clean and put away too. While I'm here. Covered. Those mango ones are still probably the best tasting of the bunch. Well, the fruit punch is good. If you like fruit punch. Tastes like Hawaiian punch, you know. Put that lid on top of its pan, on top of its pan, on top of its pan. I'm gonna put this pan next to it, man, next to it, man, next to it. I'm gonna put those pans underneath and then they are there down by my feet. Okay. Now for Captain Big Boy and the rescue platoon. Time to put on my big boy pants and do a little scraping here. Why am I scraping? Well, because this rice pot be grabbing or grabbing all of its little kernels. Grains, you might say. they could be called kernels of rice. It may be wrong, but I give you permission to say it anyway. And myself the same permission. Come on, rice. Don't get all cloggy on me. Just go down the drain as you're supposed to. Stop being a jerk, Rice. Well, Rice is being a jerk again. Drip powder down a hole till they open. I can't get it out. Okay. I'll just give it another scrub in hot water. And it's now ready to go over here. Next, we'll bring this lid from over here. I'm going to rinse this off. It's just a little racy, but it's fun. Whatever. It gets a little racy. Alright. Now we're going to put that away. Like that. There. Next, it's time to put away the dishes. I want you to be able to see the whole exciting affair. It should be like that. Once I'm going to get all the stuff, I should take this thing out. Then close this so it won't be in the way while I put the silverware away. Okay, these are all not silver forks. And so are these. Okay, we've got some spoons. Let's get these spoons first. On my wonderful spreader, the most useful kitchen tool in history. But if you get a chance to get one of those spreaders from Cutco knives, it may be outrageously expensive or something, but they're good knives. Make no bones about it, as they say. Make no bones about it. You know, I bet a fair number of people Google is silverware silver. I think that's probably pretty normal for people to Google it. But what I want to know is if there are people who Google this, because I bet there are quite a few, because there's good reason to. Is silverware silver? The answer is obviously necessarily yes, because you've already defined it as such, right? But my question really is, would it be like, is it coin silver or what? I'm gonna wash that big knife. It's just ready to do. I don't want anybody to get poked with it. These balls we'll get. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get all of these blue ones first.
But heck, you have one white one on the bottom.
You make a good point, person in the audience. You make a fine point indeed. Alright, now let's open up the bowl chamber, as we call it. We've never called it that before, but that's what I'm calling it now. The bowl chamber. So, obviously enough, bowls go in the bowl chamber. What I want to do is have them all together. So all the different bowls of the same kind are together with their brethren, while bowls of other kinds are with their brethren. This, you might say, is an awfully flat looking bowl. Okay, you got me. Here in the bowl chamber, we have also plates. But it's called the bowl chamber for a reason. Because we have more bowls than we do plates. Some people think it's racist to segregate your bowls like this. But I don't think that. So I go right ahead and segregate them. These two big bowls, well, they like take up a lot of spot, you know. So what are you going to do with those two big bowls? Or I can put them up on top of these plates, because we never use these little plates. Oh, these are bowls too. Well, they're plowls. They're half plates and half bowls. Okay, so we don't have 4 of all the bowls or anything, because we've broken plenty of bowls. And some of them are out in the world right now, you know. But I'm going to put those together. We've got this one. That goes with this one. Oh, I chipped it. But that's fine. It just chipped a little bit. But I almost dropped it because it was wet on the bottom.
It's not my fault. The sun got in my eyes.
These ones go there. Sure. Now it's like a blooming flower up on top, as you can see, hopefully. Or did you get tilty? Did the ghost move you again? Are we having ghost moving the camera phenomenon? Gravity. Come on. Who's lying to themselves now? Okay. Unbelievably, shockingly, this is the last bowl in the whole dishwasher. I'm banging bowls today. Okay. We're banging bowls and poking holes. Next we've got glasses. They're like bowls for liquid. I mean, bowls are also for liquid, but you get my point. They're bowls for beverages. They should be called beverage bowls. Who called them glasses anyway? Then you have to specify. No, not like on your face. Like the kind you drink from. Why not call them drink bowls? It's got the same number of syllables. And it's a better name. And that's what they should be called. Get out of here, drink bowls. That's what you'd say to your drink bowls if you wanted them to get out of here. Just like in the movies. Drink bowl, meow meow, drink bowl, meow. I am having drinks. Beverages go in drink bowls. That's what they're for, I think. If you meow 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 meow. What Christmas song is that? You know what I'm talking about? Some Christmas song. Anyway, we got a lot of drink bowls. See, mugs don't need to be called drink bowls because even though they're more like drink bowls than glasses, they're also, they also have their own name already. So they don't need to be called drink bowls. Necessity is the mother of drink bowls. I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. And we actually have two of these things here. Whoa! Careful now. These lids turn upside down to make it easier for you to mess around with them, I guess. Alright, I hate these dumb things. Why are they in here? What are these things? Why do I have them? They probably go with something up there, but as far as I'm concerned, they go with nothing. I'm just going to... Okay, I can put them beneath the extra dish towels. They're significantly less important than extra dish towels. But they're important enough to save in case we ever need to have a lid on some container and happen to remember that they're underneath. Which will never happen. That they're underneath the extra nuggities. Just say dish towels. Okay. Where's my beverage? It's not in a drink bowl, it's in a can. Did I drink it all? Did I finish it? I don't think I finished it. I don't see it in the trash. I mean, I must have set it down someplace. I wonder where. Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened to that can of drink. Missing 411. The missing 411 phenomenon has been discussed extensively. Couple of glasses. This is what they call the last mug. Okay. Next we've got put them in the wash time. Really bothering to rinse them. You're supposed to put 9 in this top. I think is how it works. Alright. As you see, we got us some bowls. Oh yeah. Thanks to my clients. Jeffrey and Chloe, their parents gave us these bowls. This plate needs to go that direction. We don't have any more oars. Let's just leave this out. Okay. Now this cup can go over here. All right. Now let's do bowls here. Pyow. 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 And then let's put this there. Okay, good. Maybe this way. It's better. Good. Now we've got this bad boy. This bad boy can go up here. We're good in here. It needs to be like that. Okay, there. It goes down there fine. Now we can bowl out up here. Bowl. 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 This is an odd sized one. It's messed up the program. That's because it needs to be pushed down like that way. That's fine. That's good now. We've got them all lined up and ready to go. Oh, here's my drink. I found it. I found it. Well, all your drink will not come back. So I put away all the dishes, put the dirty dishes in the dishwasher. Now, let's go back in the other room. Don't believe I'm a logical person. Don't listen to Fly Guy. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. It's just like teasing or something. Boxing match, huh? I wonder how the Dodger game turned out. They were playing the Atlanta Braves. I don't like the Atlanta Braves at all. They're one of my least favorite baseball teams. Well, I guess I'm going to watch this boxing match. I don't mind watching it with you. And if anybody wants to stick around. Yeah, I know, we're doing pretty well. We've won 4 straight series now. Yesterday's game was a shocker. Because the Marlins came back from multiple runs down. I guess by 1 run down, it must have been. Because they won by 3 on this grand slam. But they had already come back earlier, but with another, they had already scored a couple of runs in that inning. So in reality, they came back from like at least 4 runs down in the 9th inning, it seems like. Yeah, Shea Langoliers does have its Hi, Jeremiah Fix. The Detroit Tigers have the best record in the AL. On Friday night, Briley Green was the first player ever to hit 2 home runs in the ninth inning. Really? Interesting. Dulles, have you heard of star forts? Star forts, huh? Are those like forts you make in space? Nobody can come into my fort. I've got a space moat around it. I'm aware that it's made of fort, but that doesn't mean I'm aware of space forts. Space forts have nothing to do with May the 4th, and may the Force be with you. Why are there so few people who are agnostic about the existence of God? Well, because agnosticism is it is not a position regarding God, you know. So it's like God tends to be a touchy subject. Rationalists tend to uh, be lean towards atheism because they tend towards the idea that it's better that you determine and establish your position on something conditionally, and therefore it doesn't matter if you're still open to new evidence, but you're still identified as an atheist while you're waiting for it, right? So it's in that regard, it's more about your relationship with arguments than anything else. That's a good question, Acacia. What makes you think there are so few agnostic people? I yeah, I don't know that there are. I guess my answer would explain it if it were the case. Um, Trees have limbs. That means they have a crotch. Is this my crotch here? Does this count as a crotch? Agnosticism is an NI function. Agnosticism isn't a function. Um, no, I'm a Christian. The number of females attending church has gone down. Well, you know, we don't go to church and we self-identify as Christians. So maybe going to church is overrated in significance.
Yeah.
My dad always said,
Zoe, since she said she ended up doing a showing in Madeira. This is supposed to happen. I was supposed to end at 4 in Mariposa. Can I text you tomorrow and can we meet you?
sure. Oh, no, we can't.
We can't.
I'm going to LA tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, we could put that off till Tuesday.
Okay. I'll let her know that we're going to LA.
No, I mean we could put that up till Tuesday. I don't know if you're going with me. You know,
Okay.
I got business down there.
Let her know. So I'll say,
Oh, I don't think God's something you argue about, Ewa. If people are trying to make argumentational claims about God's existence, well, they're never going to succeed in doing that. That's,
Karen, so do you want me to let her know?
let me think about it. Hold on. Is there an update to my creationism versus evolution argument? My argument is that neither of them explain anything. That neither of them are adequate to claim that they function as an explanation, because explanations do specific things. Evolution is not something that is that, okay? It's the product of poor thinkers believing that creationism is the only alternative to evolution, rather than the actuality, which is we don't know where the fuck species came from. Could be aliens brought us here. Could be who knows what it is. You know, it could be that I don't know. It could be simulation. Could be something nobody's ever thought of before. A so-called black swan. I watched this quite interesting cartoon, which is, I think it was called Bye Bye Earth is what it's called. Bye Bye Earth. Hi Germany, how you doing? Xantaros. Um, yeah, this cartoon Bye Bye Earth is an excellent cartoon. It's basically about frames and meta frames, and people seeking the meta frame and being unable to find it. You know, because there's no good meta frame without cognitive functions. So the Braves held on to win 4-3 against the Dodgers. Our beloved Athletics took another series, fourth in a row. Oh, you know, feta mains. Yeah, sometimes I put a lot of feta cheese right here and call my beard feta mane, but I don't normally do that. And I'll go to Rachel and say, "How do my feta mains look?" And she's like, "Get that shit out of your beard. That's for eating." Okay, so we've got the two boxers walking into the arena right now. That means they're likely to begin fighting in about 20 minutes. They have this very slow stroll. Do I ever put flowers in my beard? Let's go do that, Fly Guy. Let's go put some flowers in my beard. What do you say? Some people ask me, "Eric, where have all the flowers gone?" And I say, "Into my beard. Into my beard, friend. Thanks for your concern." So I'm so polite like that. All right. Hate to tell you, those little orange flowers. Where's that water dripping from? But I'm gonna have to take a couple of you guys for beard purposes. I'm gonna take off the leaves so it pokes through nice and easy. You know, there's this kind of jewelry I heard about on Antiques Roadshow called dress clips. You put one on either side of a dress. Well, this is the beard equivalent of dress clips. They're not very symmetrical. There. Fine. They kind of look like Frankenstein too. It's kind of got a nuts and bolts kind of nuts. The nuts part, I guess, and the bolts part. I look like a cherub. Oh, thank you. I am a cherub, actually. I'm a naked flying baby. People in the olden days seem to think that naked babies were fancy. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Karma's Pet. Do you believe in miracles? With this handy beautifying tip from Eric, even you can be fresh as a new spring. I'm gay about flowers. Pretty cat. Like maybe they were pink flowers. These are orange. That's a manly color. I've got Halloween going on here. There's nothing gay about Halloween. Pretty cat. And even if there were, that wouldn't define this look, okay? It wouldn't, because I, as a heterosexual man, would co-opt it and seize it for my own. And from that moment forward, it would be known as a very hetero thing to do. They are like dimples. Thank you. They're a little low for dimples. I could position them as dimples. Maybe ask Rachel to help me get it positioned so it look like dimples. And then let's go smoke a Marlboro Red first to boost our man points. Rachel, can you do my flowers for me?
What?
Can you do my flowers for me?
Sure.
Okay. Wait. I'm still trying to figure out where the light switch is in the house I live in for a couple of years now, at least.
Sorry, I'm playing a video.
That's fine.
You need to help with your flowers?
Yeah, I want to get them positioned so they look like dimples and symmetrical. Yeah, this is perfect, but we can do it like this with Rachel being taller than me.
Okay. So you want them to look like dimples?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to place them close to where your dimples are.
Okay. I think, should you push it in a little deeper? I think you should push it in a little deeper. We can make the stem a little shorter.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it's phenomenal.
I think it's phenomenal too.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal. You did a fantastic job, Rachel.
Thank you. All that time working with lipstick.
It's paid off finally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fly Guy, that may have been the best idea you've had in a long time, sir.
Are they staying?
I mean, for this live stream, I think they look great. They really give a pop of color. I need a pop of fire. This is a better idea than even that was, Fly Guy. I'm not denying that was a great idea. But this idea is even greater. Look at that pop. Do I just bespeak of springtime? And And these are great flowers for this purpose too. They're so geometric, you know. Yeah. My pouty look, you when I pout, my dimples go like this. Watch. Tell me that's not phenomenal. That is the prettiest pouting and Pretty Powder's petite pouting party right there. I have to look straight so that they both come at the same angle. I want to tilt my head, but I shouldn't, you know. Hey there, I'm Pouty. That's pretty good. I think I'll probably do a short. Make a short that does that. Just be like, hi, I'm Pouty. I bet it would do pretty well. Well, you know, I didn't even finish that third drink. I think I'm good. 2.5 drinks. Wow, that really pops. Oh, we missed the Butterfly Festival. This would have been a good look for the Butterfly Festival. Maybe I would have gotten a special award of notification and notify the people of my excellent beard flowers. Hi, Moscow. Thanks. I appreciate it. We're from California. California, United States. Oh, I just say I'm from California. I've never been so embarrassed of a president before. He's such an embarrassment. The moon is half full today. One half of it you can see, the other half, no. It's got an invisibility cloak on. That's what scientists have determined is the explanation for the phases of the moon. They're gradually putting on and taking off an invisibility cloak. It makes good sense to me. They just continue doing that at the same speed over and over again for some reason. We don't need to know why. I guess it's better to have them like this and be able to pat them into that. Although I kind of would like it to be like straight on like that all the time, you know, like a couple of beard nipples. You can attract bees and hummingbirds. You make an excellent point, Fly Guy. The benefits of this are countless. That'd be great if Butterfly would land on each of my cheeks right now and gently flap its wings. But I guess not. It's too late in the day for Butterfly action. woodpeckers pecking wood. We woodpeckers are pecking some wood. That's what we do. We're pecking some wood. We like to peck all of the wood. Woodpeckers, you sure do love to peck. It's a lovely sunset. It's a little chilly for my lack of garb. It's hard to get a sunset, I guess, because the sunset's always backlit. You're never on the other side of the sun. You know, you need a bigger sun to cast the smaller sun as a shadow behind behind the sun. I think is what you have to do if you really want good pictures of sunsets. And you get, in the shadow of the thing casting the brighter light, the intersection of that and the thing casting the smaller light. And then you could get some good pictures of sunsets. How else are you going to get red in the face arguing if you can't fully commit to your conclusions? Yeah, well, maybe if we put a really big LED behind the sun, then we could get all in the name of getting better pictures of sunset. Use all this material we mined from like the asteroid belt. Make a giant LED bulb in natural light, though, as it says, but it's not really. It feels all like stern and angular. Don't you think LED light feels stern and angular? I do. Hi, I'm Eric, and these are my opinions about light. Regular light bulbs are better. Like fire is even better, but you have to see. No, regular light bulbs are better than fire. I take that back. Unless you're outside. Then flashlights are way better than fire. Carrying a torch. I've never actually carried a torch before. But your show media. Fly guy. No, it's the fourth round, huh? Fourth round of this boxing match.
Wow, they're still there.
Yeah. Where did I hide the bodies? Oh, if I were to just go ahead and tell you, there'd be no point in hiding them.
Oh.
You know. Now we've got, let's see, round 4 of Espinoza versus Vasquez. Espinoza is the guy in the Mexico trunks. Vasquez, he's got like a WBO patch over his junk. Good night, Dallas. I'm gonna call it a stream, I think, as well.
I can't believe how tired I am. Did I sleep last night?
I don't know.
I don't know if I did.
Oh, you got punched right in that circle. Good thing you had that protective circle. I should have called a low blow for that. Well, the Tigers beat the Angels 13-1 today. It's quite a robust score. I mean, from the angle of the winning team. The Angels don't feel that way. But all of Detroit is celebrating. Ruben R. He says Eric is greater than nothing. Well, thanks, Ruben.
Aw.
That's easy to be greater than nothing.
I think you're better than nothing.
Yeah, we are stopping the stream. So, we love you. Thank you all for being here. Rachel says goodbye. And I say farewell. We'll see you again soon.
Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.
That's right.